Base coat it and use a detail brush to paint a wavy line. Now use your bottle brush to fill in that section. Paint a squiggly line on the other side of the nail and fill it. Now repeat all of those steps for maximum coverage. Make sure to wait about 3 to 4 minutes between each coat before you top it, and you get these beautiful, abstract, swooshy French nails.
I really wanted a custom neon sign, but I wasn't ready to pay hundreds of dollars for it, so I decided to make it myself. You need a stretched canvas, LED wire, and a hot glue gun.
Yeah, I don't know why the audio stopped, but basically this is just us poking holes in the canvas and then hot gluing the wire, and it took forever and my fingers hurt. But look, it looks so cool.
Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make lip gloss bundles. If you guys don't know what lip gloss bundles are, here's some pictures. As you guys can see, they have about 4 different types of lip glosses in there. I got these holographic bags, and what I'm going to be putting inside them is these types of tubes, and velvet scrunchies. So let's start making. I'm just going to dig my hand into the scrunchie bag, and I'm going to see what color I'm going to be basing my bundle on. Closing my eyes. Yellow! I'm actually really glad I picked yellow because the tropical scent is the only one I haven't used yet, so I'm excited. I also use a lot of spoons, so I switched to compostable spoons. Lip gloss base in, teaspoon of vitamin E oil, teaspoon of coconut oil. I added in some yellow, but I think that's too light, so I'm going to add in a little bit of orange. I'm not going to mix it in all the way just for a cool effect. Here they are, and there's the scrunchie. Hope you guys enjoy this video.
I have some of these cloud lamps from the dollar store. They're obviously cheap and you can see the battery pack behind them. I wanted to not let that happen, so I mixed up some resin, I added glitter, I pigmented 3 different colors, pink, blue, and purple, and I just wanted to kind of go for cotton candy cloud vibes, guys. So I made sure that the lamp itself didn't have any cracks or seams anywhere, and then I was okay to go. So I just started pouring it all over, and I used a popsicle stick to blend it all up. I added some pearly white resin as well, just to kind of give some extra texture. Then I added more glitter and more stars. I didn't film it, but I did a clear coat, and then the next day I hung it back up and turned it on, and you can't see the battery and it's way cuter. Yay! Round 2. I wanted to make another cloud lamp, so I mixed up some resin. I added all the glitters I wanted. I also put an opaly pearlescent pigment powder in it just to give it that extra shimmer. I split it into 4 cups and I used acrylic paint to pigment it orange, pink, purple, and yellow. This time I was going for more of a sunset look. And then I just drizzled the colors on in horizontal stripes, starting with purple, working my way kind of with the ombre color scheme up until yellow. I used a popsicle stick after this just to kind of spread it out all over the surface. Then I drizzled the rest of the non-pigmented white pearly resin on just to help give it that extra blend it needed. Then I just sprinkled a lot of glitter on top, and a couple hours later I did a clear coat with clear resin just to seal it all up. The next day it was all cured and I hung it up and turned it on, and it is so cute.
I don't need a cardigan to be pretty. 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 I don't need a cardigan.
Xoxo, baby, I'm a writer, say no. Ain't got no drugs on me, baby, I'm a fighter, hey no. Nah, I'm not a xoxo, baby, I'm a writer, say no. Ain't got no drugs on me, baby, I'm a fighter, hey no. See my country with my hand, like a bird, I'm a fly again. Closing in on my lane, shoot, I'ma try again. See my country with my hand, like
cut the outline of it onto the bottom half. Now, before I cut, this step is very important. You're going to want to fold the bottom half to to where the pocket ends up on the side, so I'll show you. This will ensure that when you sew up the pants that the pocket will be in the front. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. What you do to one side, you do to the other. You're now going to flip this inside out, sew up the edges along the side, and then add elastic to the Then we're going to add elastic to the bottom and to the top, and I'll show you the steps to that. One thing I forgot to mention is that you want to cut these little slits on the end because that's going to be your crotch area. So all of this should now be sewn up. Now you're going to combine it with this side. It should now look like this, and this will be the crotch of your shorts, and you will sew that together. Now for the fun part, which is adding elastic, you're going to just fold this part over, sew all around. Going to leave a little space open, and then add a safety pin to some elastic and feed it through the hole, and repeat those steps for the top. Now you're going to sew the two ends of the elastic. So I just finished the top and the bottom. Let's see how this turned out. I literally love it, you guys.
Just let me know when you're about to leave me. Just let me kiss you one last time, oh lady. Just let me know when you're about to leave me.
Going out again, am I out of my mind? Going out with friends, gonna have a good time. 'Cause you only have one night, baby. 'Cause we only have one night. So won't you come a little closer? I don't bite.
Bathroom makeover. Get this Project 62 shower curtain, these bath accessories, this yellow threshold bath mat, this crocheted waist bin, any cute lemon candle, and some framed black and white wall art. And here's how it'll look.
I bought a cheap sweatsuit and it doesn't match at all. Let's dye it. Wow, cool transition. Wow. Hot water. Has to be hot. Hot, hot, hot. 1 cup salt if it's cotton. I didn't check if it's cotton. It looks like cotton. Stir, stir, stir. 1 teaspoon dish soap. Stir, stir, stir. Stir. Add the dye. Why is it so dark? I wanted lighter blue. I did buy navy dye, so that's on me. Stir more. Add clothes. Was I supposed to measure the dye? Too late. I will have to throw out this spoon. Rinse. Please don't stain my tub. Laundry time. Wow, so cute. Queen of DIY.
These greenery wreaths are one of my favorite decor items, whether I'm doing a wedding, baby shower, or at home decor. They are versatile, easy, can be so inexpensive, and add so much beauty. I'm going to make a more detailed video showing the different ones I've made and kind of some of the different techniques, but here's the basic foundational stuff you need. Something round. I'm using old embroidery hoops here. I've also used gold hoops they sell at Hobby Lobby for $2.99. I've also used hula hoops from the Dollar Tree that I either spray painted or covered in duct tape. You can use real or faux greenery. I'm using 4 different kinds of greenery stems from Trader Joe's, and I'm attaching them with floral tape. I start with the skinniest stem and work my way out to the fullest. The main thing I'm looking for is balance. You don't want one side to be extra fluffy and the other to be really skinny.
A couple months ago, I received some baby dumpy tree frogs in the mail. These are one of the largest tree frog species, but I didn't think they would get this big this fast, and already in a couple weeks they will outgrow their temporary 10-gallon enclosure. Even though the frogs are adorable, I wanted the enclosure itself to be just as appealing as them and not just something that has 2 animals in it. So I bought this relatively cheap kit that's 30 gallons that is the proper size for 2 adult dumpy tree frogs. Even though this enclosure comes with all the supplies, I didn't even use half of them because I wanted to start from scratch, and this was also my first attempt, so do not judge me. I first started by building up the hardscape with expanding foam with pieces of cork bark that I already had. And all the supplies I used are 100% animal safe as long as you let it dry out for a couple days. After it cured, I took a razor blade and then I carved away the remaining foam. This process took at least 2 days by itself. I don't know why it was so hard. Maybe it's because I doled the blades out on my wrists in high school, but yeah. Anyways, it is finally coming together. However, in the process, I did break my mom's vacuum, but the frogs are worth sucking the crumbs out of the carpet for now. Afterwards, I applied 100% silicone to all the exposed areas and then smoothed it out with my finger. If you do this project, do this with black silicone. It's just that my area didn't have any. And then you're going to top the silicone off with cocoa fiber. By the way, if you are an anti-masker, this project is not for you because whatever fumes are in that silicone will burn the remaining brain cells that you have left. After the cocoa fiber dried for a couple days, I tipped it over, painted the sides, brushed off the excess, and here is the final result. For a first attempt, it's pretty okay, but I like the detail it has and I'm only halfway done.
Today, I'm going to show you guys how to make homemade ice cream. What you're going to need is a bowl, some salt, vanilla, chocolate chips, sugar, half and half, milk, a bag of ice, and extra Ziploc. Add half a cup of milk to your bowl. Add half a cup of half and half. Add a teaspoon of vanilla. Add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Mix. Add some chocolate chips. Transfer it into your little Ziploc bag. Seal it up. Take your bag of ice and add a ton of salt. Take your sealed bag and put it into the bag with the ice and the salt. Now you're going to shake the bag around for 5 minutes. It should start to get hard. Take it out of the bag and squeeze it into your bowl, and there you go. Now you got fresh homemade ice cream.
I found round styrofoam at the Dollar Tree and had an idea to make a rose bear. I found tiny roses on Amazon. I should have read reviews first because they smelled like shit and I found someone's black hair inside. Making a head, arms and legs. Okay, coming out cute so far, time to add roses. Then comes the hot glue where I burned the shit out of myself and ruined my nails. Does it even look like a bear? It just looks like a fucking blob to me. Oh shit, I forgot to make ears and I ran out of roses. I took some from his belly and added a big rose to fill the space. Do I look like a fucking teddy bear?
Here's another DIY Dollar Tree edition. We're going to be making some cute throw pillows today. So you're going to get some cotton balls and these little hand towels. You can get whichever ones you want. They're double-sided, so you only need one for one pillow. You can find whatever you want to stuff it with, and then we're going to be using a hot glue gun. So if you go with the cotton balls, you're going to need 3 or 4 bags to make it a little fluffier because 2 just wasn't enough. And as I learned gluing it down, it is easier to just glue 2 sides down and then stuff it because then you can make it as fluffy as you want. Honestly, I just found an old pillow and ripped that open, used the filling from there for one of them, and bam, you have some cute little throw pillows. You're welcome.
This is the bathroom that we're just going to remove the wallpaper and carefully remove these. Oh no, that escalated quickly. Where's the tub? Okay, shower pan. Hardy backer with a niche. Waterproof, and now learn how to tile. We'll put some shiplap over the flaws on the walls. And now try to pick a gray. Found a vanity, and the toilet we wanted went on sale. We sprayed the walls, and everything turned out so great, we made our first TikToks. We cleaned the floors, picked a tile, second-guessed a tile, and got everything waterproofed. Now we're ready to tile. We installed some glass doors, did a little bit of plumbing work, and then a little bit of electrical. Found a mirror, sprayed it to match. Whoa! That's the same bathroom? It was worth it all.
Here's a very simple project. Get yourself one of these very specific objects just laying around your house and paint it whatever color your heart desires. Then using an X-Acto knife, cut each of these two shapes 8 times each onto some plastic sheet. Then connect all the pieces using some duct tape into something like this and attach it to the center of the very specific object using some hot glue. Then make some purple juice using some Kool-Aid liquid and pour it into the mold until it reaches this line right here. Then leave it to freeze for a few hours and repeat for each color of the rainbow, making sure to reach each of the lines, just like this. Once everything's completely frozen, start ripping off the duct tape and carefully take off the plastic sheets. And finally, get down on one knee and say, "Will you be my girlfriend, please?"
$5 piece of furniture from Marketplace, and I'm gonna show you what the hell I do to it. Okay, so as you can see, it looks like the Michelin Man has been dry humping this thing, so we gotta sand it down first. Now that it looks like that Band-Aid you find at the bottom of every public pool, I can go ahead and blow it off so I can paint. Like my wiener, I have a 4-inch paint roller, and this just allows me to roll paint as fast as Snoop Dogg's assistant rolls in blunts.